Hi, it's Congresswoman Jan Schakowsky again with my plans and pans. I'm in Washington, but I'm about to head home for the 4th of July holiday weekend. And then we are going to be, the Congress is going to be home for the next 2 weeks, doing things virtually in terms of committees, etc. And then back for the end of July to finish up some of the really important business that we need to get done. But I wanted to tell you about some really important things that have happened this week. So just today, we passed one of the biggest infrastructure bills that we've ever had. This is a huge investment in our country. Oh, the Republicans may want to call it big spending, but I want to tell you, we need to invest in things like roads and bridges and transportation systems and railways, and $100 billion is going into housing infrastructure. We're defining this infrastructure bill quite widely. There will be projects for safe drinking water. You know, millions of Americans do not have access to safe drinking water. We want to correct that. In improving our fragile public health system, which has really been exposed during this coronavirus as being inadequate. Our hospitals and our community-based health centers. The other thing that happened is that there is what we call an auto safety title within the bill, a section within the bill that I've been primarily responsible for because I chair the Consumer Protection Subcommittee of the Energy and Commerce Committee, so that's really in my bailiwick. And one of the really important bills in this car safety title, in this package, is the Hot Cars Act. And I think I've talked to you about it before, maybe even last summer. 53 children last year died in hot cars. They died as those cars heated up, and often because a parent, a loving parent, has been distracted and not dropped their child off where it's supposed to be. 53 children died. You know, it's bad enough when we lose children because of diseases that we don't have cures for right now. But it is our duty as the Congress of the United States to come up with solutions for preventable deaths of children. And hot cars is one of them. And so it would assure technologies that would notify parents, that would have devices that would detect a child in the back seat, not rely on somebody to not forget. And we also know that another way that kids die is not only being left in those cars, but crawling into those cars and then being unable to get out. And so we want to make sure that there's enough technology. Look, we have all kinds of bells and whistles in our cars. Certainly we can do something that would prevent children from dying in cars of heat stroke. Another thing I wanted to tell you about. You know, I've been trying to get the price of prescription drugs down, particularly during this pandemic, and getting a commitment somehow from the manufacturers, from the pharmaceutical companies, that they will not overcharge, that they will not gouge patients, that all of these cures, therapies, vaccines will be affordable. Well, here's what Gilead did. Just this last week, Gilead announced that it would be charging $3,120 for a 5-day treatment for remdesivir. That is a COVID-19 drug that's supposed to make things a bit better. It's not a cure by any means. And they say that they need that because of all the money they've spent. Well, let me tell you who spent money. You did. Every taxpayer did. $70 billion went into the research and development for this drug. And now they're turning around and saying that they need to charge that. And actually, they were saying that this is a bargain. What my legislation would do, the MAP Act, which is about keeping the prices down, would say that these prices for any drug that has been paid for, at least in part, by taxpayers and in use for the COVID pandemic has to be affordable. This is not affordable. So we're in the process. We've done some press work. We've written a letter. We want to see that price come down. It's absolute price gouging. And so we are learning more about the coronavirus, but one of the things that we're learning is that many states now are seeing a real spike in the numbers. So I just want to say to you, as you go into this weekend, you know, we have opened up more in the state of Illinois. I heard that last weekend, I was here in Washington, I heard that last weekend there were some newspaper pictures showing people in bars, etc., not wearing masks, lots of people crowding together, not doing the spacing of 6 feet. Be careful. Please be careful. I think that I get it, that people want the freedom that they feel on the 4th of July to celebrate, to be together. Wear a mask, wear gloves when it's appropriate to do that, to protect yourself, and just be careful. This is a moment where I really fear that as we open up, we're going to see more and more cases. We're going to have to see states like Texas actually reverse some of the opening, and we want to do it in the safest way and certainly to keep you safe. One more thing I just wanted to say about nursing homes. You know, I've been drilling down on that. We know that around the country, 50,000 of the deaths and the total number of deaths in the United States right now, 127,299 as of today. At least 50,000 of those are people in nursing homes, workers, and the residents. So we have a lot of work to do. So take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones. Have a great 4th of July weekend. Happy birthday, America.
Thank you for watching my video. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, where my handle is @Jan Schakowsky.